What's going on, you guys? What's going on, you guys? What's going on, you guys? This be your boy Scott about Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode, a brand new live episode of Yes for the Mess. So I hope you guys can hear me good. Please let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm still learning this mic or whatever, so just y'all gotta give me some time with it. Y'all gotta give me some time, but I'm trying to learn this mic. But yes, I'm in the building for yet another live. As you guys can see right now, we'll be talking about, Carlos King. We're gonna be talking about Robyn, Dixon, the whole Real Housewives of Potomac cast for about a good little hour. We're gonna be talking about it, okay? We're gonna be talking about it and talking about it well, okay? Period. All right, now. All of my mods that's in the building, all of my mods have the link to the Boss Babe Awards, okay? They have the link to where you vote, and today is the official day for you to start voting, and you have all month to vote. The last day to vote is on March the 1st, okay? And voting started today at 6 a.m., okay? So with that being said, let me take out the time to let you guys know something. So your boy's nominated for 2 Boss Babe Awards. He's nominated for Boss Babe YouTuber of the Year, and I'm also nominated for Boss Babe Podcast of the Year for the Prelude with myself. With myself and Jamar84. Y'all already know him. That's been my best friend for 10 years now, for those of you that's been here for the longest time, okay? So, yes, indeed. So the link is in the chat. Also, I pinned the link as well. So for those of you that have not voted yet, go ahead and vote while we live, honey. Go ahead and vote while we live. Go ahead and vote while we live, because the link, they're going to be sharing this link all throughout the live, just in case people come in and they have not voted yet, okay? Because look, me and Jamar, we got it. We trying to win, okay? Like, we trying to win. Like, we super humble, we happy for everybody that's nominated and all that stuff, but we would be lying if we said that we didn't want to win, because baby, we want to win. We've been working our ass off. We worked our ass off last year, and I personally feel like this is our time. So we just need, the Scotty gang to be in the building and make sure this stuff goes down, okay? On my next live, I'm gonna post Chef Dun Dun's picture for his awards, because he's doing like a reality TV award show on his platform that I will be a part of. So on my next live tonight, which will be my 40K live, which I just decided to do tonight, I'll be posting that and promoting that. But since this is like my first live of the day, I decided, let me plug in this Boss Babe Award stuff, because the people got to know what's going on. Okay, period. All right. So that's the first thing. And honestly, you guys, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I've seen a lot of people support us. Like, there's been so many people supporting Jamar and I today. Like, I've seen so many people have DM'd me, and it was like, you and Jamar, y'all got my vote. Y'all got my vote. You got my vote. I want you guys to win. I want to see y'all win. Y'all have been doing so much stuff. Y'all have really decided to come back in and just do all the stuff that y'all wanted to do. And I appreciate all the love that we got, because sometimes when you in this thing, and there's new people that come in, and I've seen so many people come on YouTube and they left. And there are people, and some of these people are folks that I actually started with. Like, there's so many people that started with me that's no longer doing this anymore. And I've been on here for 12 years. It's about to be not even 12. This is about to be year 13. This year gonna be year 13. So I've been here for a long time. I was struggling on here for a long time, but now, trust me, the only person I know on the voting roster for the Boss Babe is Scotty Jamar. Well, let me tell you somebody else y'all should vote for, okay? Y'all know that my friend Tramel, he has been on Boys Night Out about 2 or 3 times. He was a guest host on Boys Night Out, and I promote his music at the end of every video. So if you haven't, go ahead and also vote for Tramel. Also vote for the Chasing Reality platform, because Jamar is also a part of production with Chasing Reality. So if you wanna go ahead and vote for them, go ahead. Those are other people that you should vote for. There's Rico Cassadine. Me and Jamar interviewed him. You can vote for him for Best Actor. Like, there's a lot of people that we are friends with, a lot of people that we know, a lot of people that we interviewed before that is up there. You feel what I'm saying? So yes, okay. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And from what I've heard, the Boss Baby Awards will be available for streaming. I don't know how true that is. I'm gonna have to reach out to them and figure it out. But I do know that there's a possibility that Jamar and Really B just might be presenters at that award show. They're gonna be there. They're gonna be there to support us. Hey, hey, okay. So I'm so excited. Like today has been very exciting. Like there's so many people that are supporting us. Most definitely, there's so many people. Y'all know we start this off at the 10-minute mark. Y'all know. I voted 10 times today, child. It wasn't a snowstorm. I'd go to if it wasn't. It wasn't a snowstorm. I'd go to my auntie house and use that. Oh my goodness! Thank you, Chef Dun. 40K subscribers. Team Scottish should sweep this election. We got this in the bag. So remember, minimum 10 votes per person. Sign supervisor of elections. Yes, honey. I voted for you. Yes. Okay. Yes, indeed. I am so thankful for you guys. Like, I'm really hoping and praying that we win. Like, I want to win both, but if I just win one, I'll be okay with that. But I really want to win both of my awards. This is my first time I've ever been nominated for anything in regards to my platform. Now, you guys already know what's going on. We at the 9-minute mark. So y'all know what to do. I don't want to see nothing but fire in the chat. I don't want to see anything but fire in the chat for the next minute. Okay, we start this at 10 minutes. So yes, be sure to fire up this chat like right now. Because when y'all fire up this chat, period, you know what that means. Y'all get me hyped up when y'all fire up this chat. So go ahead and fire up this chat. All my moderators, make sure you guys continue to keep that Boss Babe link rotating in the chat, because there's people coming in at a time. There's many people coming in at a time, and there's some people that probably have not seen that link, probably don't know where to go to vote or nothing like that. And thank you. Okay, thank you guys. Okay. Okay. So we're now at the 10-minute mark. So let's get into what we're here to talk about. Now, before we get into it, I'm gonna need you guys' help now, because like I said, I'm brand new to this mic, and my laptop is on some other stuff, honey. Okay, it is on some other stuff. And it's like when I play the Carlos King, like when I play the videos on here, I cannot hear if I don't have my headphones, but y'all can hear. So, we got to see how this gonna go. But as you guys already know, we've been talking about Robyn Dixon for the last day or two. We've been talking about her. It's been Robyn. Y'all already know that. We've been talking about her. We've been talking about her, and I've been enjoying it because I've been getting my numbers back up. Okay, I ain't gonna lie to you on that. But we've been talking about her, especially since we know that she knew all about Juan and the cheating and stuff like that. And she knew about it before they started filming season 7. And she had no okay, I see a troll. I don't know what the fuck Melody Cherie got to do with what we talking about. But okay. Anyway, so where we at? Okay, so as you guys already know, Robyn already knew about Juan cheating before it even came out here. She admitted it on the Reasonably Shady, podcast or whatever, right? So everybody has had some things to say about this. Everybody has had some words to say. Like, everybody been dragging Robyn. Now, I won't say that I've been dragging Robyn. I don't really feel like I've been dragging Robyn, really. I drag her for breathing most of the time, but I won't say that I've been dragging her. But apparently, people are crying for her to get fired. There's some people that want her to get fired. There's some people that don't want her to be around no more. There's some people that don't want her on this show no more. Hit all that. Now, did it take for her to be sitting up here knowing that she was getting cheated on for y'all to want her to be fired? Because I want her to be fired a long time ago. But that's just another story. Okay. However, Carlos King went live and he was dragging Robyn, and he was dragging the Real Housewives of Potomac. He was dragging the whole cast. Okay, the whole cast. And we're gonna listen to it, okay? We're gonna listen to it and give our commentary on there. And probably at the end, depending on when we finish, I'm gonna allow you guys to come on one at a time. 2 minutes each, one at a time. Y'all know this is the best way for me to do it now. I can't have all y'all up here at one time. I don't know if I'm gonna ever do lit live chats anymore, because sometimes y'all do not listen to what I say. So yeah, we probably gonna let people come up one at a time, and then we're gonna let everybody say their piece. Now I'm finna try this out and see if y'all can hear it, because I'm finna put these earphones in to see if y'all can hear anything, to be honest, because we finna play it. First of all, can y'all hear me right now? Is the sound okay? Like, can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me good. Okay, good. Thank y'all for the compliments on my eyebrows. Yes, honey, I get them done every 2 weeks. Yes, I do. I get them done every 2 weeks. And I was thinking about getting them done again, because my birthday is what is it? Next Sunday. Not this coming up Sunday, but next Sunday. My birthday is next Sunday, and I was thinking about getting them done again, but I think they okay. I think I could leave these brows alone. They'll last me, However, we're about to go ahead and play this. Now, let me know if y'all can hear Carlos, because I'm finna play it. And I don't want to, I'm finna put this overlay over it because I don't want no trouble. So let me know if y'all can hear him, because I'm finna play it right now. Here we go.
Okay. Raindrops. This tone may be a little different. I'm usually, whimsical, fun, thrilled. Once again, my workout is interrupted. I got my pre-workout drink because, child, I was planning on working out. But let's just get right into it. So I'm not in the best mood. My mind has been blown, and not in a good way, by Robyn's admission. So, in case you've been living under a reality rock. Okay, I'm laughing. Okay, so this may be good. Yesterday, Robyn Dixon from the Real Housewives of Potomac revealed that she knew all along that Robyn was definitely talking to a blonde woman, and she knew about it. They dealt with it, and he allegedly said something along the lines of, "It was the pandemic. I was bored." So when I say to y'all, 90% of housewives have open marriages, I said that when last week and the week before that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna keep it all the way real on this podcast today, because I am pissed. I'm pissed because Robyn admitting that she hid her story from the world on the show that pays you is a slap in the face to everyone involved, including the audience. And the fact that you have the audacity to go on your podcast to reveal this instead of the show that pays you. As a producer, I was so infuriated yesterday. Like, the reason why I did not tape it yesterday, this podcast episode, because I like to give it to you guys in real time, is because I was in Jackson, Mississippi, having a cast meeting with the cast of Bell Collective, because we are shooting this season. And this season is actually, thank God, it's God, so no need to knock on wood. Thank God this season is going well. Dare I say it's better than last season? But
now, Carlos, I love you. I'm just gonna say that. Now, I love you. Now, But if you gonna sit up here and drag everybody else's show, you Bill Collector better be on point. Because if it ain't on point, I'm gonna let your ass know that it ain't on point. I'm just gonna let you know that now. Cause you talking a lot of shit right now. And your shit need to be together. Cause that bullshit that Love and Mayor Charlottesville was, I don't know what the hell that was. But you're gonna have to figure that out. Okay? And y'all know I love Carlos King. Carlos King has watched my shit. He has watched my interviews with his cast before. So he knows that he's aware of me. He knows that I love him. But if your shit ain't on point, I'ma drag you. And you know it too. Because Love and Mayor Charlottesville was some BS this last season, okay? I just had to stop him right there and say that. Let's continue on, chat.
Even the fact that, the season is going well, Carlos King, with many jobs, still flew to Jackson, Mississippi, because I wanted to sit down with my cast because we are in the middle of filming and we have a couple more weeks left. I wanted them to know, like, this is what's working, this is what isn't working in terms of just the issues you have when you're shooting any show, whether it's scripted or unscripted. There's always issues, right? And I love this show so much that I went down to Jackson, Mississippi for 7 hours. I didn't even stay overnight, but that's my commitment to the show. And my cast was so happy to see me and Angela, who's the VP of development and programming for the show. She and I met with the girls, had a great time, and told them, like, some of y'all ain't trying to bring your real life. What's tea? And we had a real conversation because that's how much I care about the show. I did the same thing for Love and Marriage Huntsville. I have the #1 show on the Oprah Winfrey Network. I created a franchise. I could easily sit on a freaking lounge in Cabo with a mocktail and say, I got a #1 podcast, the #1 show. I'm good. No, I took my Black self to Huntsville, also met with them for 7 hours because of my commitment to the show. And we have the #1 show. But that goes to show you I'm still committed. So the fact that Robyn Dixon I was so disturbed by the revelation because it was filled with like nonchalantness and laughter. And I want to say this. I met Robyn in Miami when the girls were in Miami, and I happened to be there. Don't ask me why. Don't be that nosy. So I like Robyn. Y'all know I love Giselle, and Sharice was there. Me, Sharice, Giselle, and Robyn, we were in their room. Thank you, Giselle, for not being uncomfortable being in the room with me. We were in the room for an hour. He can't laugh,
shade,
and joking, and talking about the show, and listen, they're fans of me. I'm fans of them. It was a great kiki. We literally sat there for an hour kikiing. I met Karen. Me and Karen fanned out for each other. I love the girls. And my anger has to do with the fact that I don't know what is going on right now when it comes to Potomac. And I said this a month ago, this season is the second worst season of the entire franchise. Season 1 was awful. It is what it is. Because those women, they played in our faces, acting like they're, this etiquette, whatever. It was BS. But after that, they got over that hump, and the show has been great. I've always said there was something off about this season, and now I know what it is. None of y'all are living your real lives. Your admission, Robyn, has proven the fact that Potomac is nothing but a show about women exposing each other and throwing each other under the bus. It's not about real friendships, real relationships, or your real life. It's not about that anymore. I feel like the only persons who really want to give their real lives and really are looking for a connection with the cast is Candace, Wendy, child, even Mia. I feel like Mia's like, I want to give my real life, but I guess this is how reality works. We fake it. We don't. So when Mia lies, hey Mia, you know I love you, but you be lying. Okay, not Michael B. Jordan, honey. Mia be lying, child. And I love you, Mia. I'm a mama Mia. But you be lying. But now I get it because you walked into a situation thinking like, okay, the first time we met Mia, she was like, yo, I got all this stuff done to my body, my vajayjay. This is what I do. She came in like, I'm being myself. And all of a sudden, we started to see these holes in Mia's story. And now I realize it's because Mia saw these other girls coast scene after scene, not talking about what's really going on. And I feel like Mia was like, well, shoot, why would I expose my life if this is what we do? It's very disappointing to learn that we spent this entire half-assed season with these made-up storylines about Chris Bassett. And yes, I'm gonna say made up.
When a normal day is anything but normal, we fit your schedule.
Baby, these ads. Y'all know I gotta mute this shit for the ads, honey, because no ma'am. Gone on.
You can't possibly.
Oh, more ads. Even Carlos gotta get his coin. Even Carlos gotta get his coin, child. I understand because I gotta get mine too.
I'm gonna say that because I allegedly was told that a few of the housewives had a meeting before filming about what the storyline was going to be, and that this Chris Bassett stuff was part of that conversation. That's what I was told. Allegedly, that's what happened. Based on Robyn's admission, I now believe it. I believe it. You got on a podcast and spilled tea about Juan cheating on you. Y'all dealt with it. He was being an idiot, and it took a minute to get through it. And maybe, this is your words, not mine, maybe that had to do with the wedding not happening. What you talking about, Willis? So you mean to tell me you spent months filming a reality show where you were exposing everyone's alleged reality instead of spilling your own tea? And Giselle, you're next. You know I love you. You're the EP of the show. Do I think you should expose Robyn? No, I don't think that's not real, right? But I'm gonna tell you something that I was told early in my career by a Bravo executive who no longer is there. He said to me early in my career, when I became the showrunner for Atlanta Housewives, he said, with great power comes great responsibility. You have a powerful position as the first Black man to executive produce a Real Housewives franchise. It's a powerful position, but it comes with a lot of responsibility. And I took that seriously. It's cute that we call you the EP Giselle and the force multiplier. I even gave you Giselle Kobe Bryant, and people read me for filth. They still do. But I'm like, no, she knows how to push people to give information and to receive. Like, I think that's a beautiful gift. And it still is. However, .org, as the EP of the show, Giselle, and Robyn being your best friend, because you're Batman and she literally is Robyn, you should have said to her, look, I know what you're going through. Before these girls spill your tea, my advice is for you to spill your own tea. How about you do a scene with me? Okay? and you let me know what's going on with you and Juan. And you show the world that you are dealing with something super traumatic. Because I watched the show. So when you were saying to the world, Robyn, oh, I was very depressed during the pandemic. I had no desire to get out of my bed. You had no desire to get out of your bed because Juan was too busy getting into someone else's bed, allegedly. That's the story. That's what we wanted to know. I'm dealing with something during this pandemic where I don't know whether the world's going to end or not. I don't know whether my relationship is going to end or not. Juan is out here slinging pipe all over the coast of Baltimore, Maryland, Virginia, Potomac. Like, that's what he's doing. And I'm sad about this. I'm vulnerable. Let's see that side of you, Robyn, because a lot of people, I'm not one of them. And I keep it real. I'm not. A lot of people don't understand why you're on the show. They call you, and we talked about this in the room, me, you, and Sharice. I'm not gonna spill everything we talked about because I'm not that person.
It seemed like you really want to spill it, and I really want you to spill it, because I want to know what the hell y'all was talking about up in that room. Now, if you gonna bring it out on this camera, then shut the hell up, because I want to know the tea.
But when I met with the girls, I said to Robyn, a lot of people think you're Giselle's shadow. And she gave
That's because she is.
me her response. It's not my place. I'm not that person. But I definitely had that conversation with the girls. A lot of people, Robyn, think you're Giselle's shadow. And the way for you to get out of Giselle's shadow is to create your own. And you are sitting on a gold mine in terms of what the fans really want to see. They don't care about, I'm so pissed because while you were going through this, y'all had the audacity to make these false accusations. And
Let me pause this really fast because I see someone in the chat by the name of Elaine Marks. She says, you have my vote and I love your show. First of all, thank you. She says, have you announced how to vote? I might not have caught that from you. Okay, Elaine, today is the day to vote, okay? Well, you really have all month to vote, but today's the first day of voting. All of my moderators are rotating the link right now. The link for you to go in there to vote and put your vote in the ballot to vote for me for best what is it? Boss Babe YouTuber of the Year and Podcast of the Year. They have the link in there, putting it around in the chat. I know Chef Dun is doing it. I know Catherine is doing it, and I think a few other people are doing it because a few of my mods are in here. So if you want to know how to vote, it's easy. The link is also pinned at the top of the chat too. So you could definitely go to the top of the chat and get the link from up there, or you can just get it from within the chat where the moderators are reposting it here and there. Okay. And shout out to the 413 people that's in here. Thank you guys. And I hope if you guys are brand new to the platform, go ahead and subscribe. Okay, go ahead.
And I'm going to say false. These false accusations last season about Eddie, Wendy's husband. And I felt bad for Wendy because I'm going to keep saying this. I feel like Wendy and Candace truly want to form a connection with this cast. Wendy and Candace have the best intentions in terms of we want to give a great reality show. The OGs, y'all.
Friday, Real Heroes.
Y'all, these ads, honey. But so far, so good. How do you guys feel about what Carlos is saying? I just want to know how y'all feel about Carlos and what he's saying, because some of the stuff that he says has some validity to it. But child, You know, Carlos sometimes be going, going in over his head with some of his comments, honey. You know what I mean? But we're gonna continue on. Like I said, we're gonna listen to this whole thing, give our commentary. When it's all over, I'm gonna give more commentary. Then I'm gonna open up the phone line so you guys can come in. All right, let's go.
Y'all are a big disappointment to your castmates, because when you are an OG, it is your job to make sure that you let your newest cast members understand the assignment. Okay? And I know what y'all thinking about. Carlos, get with the producers. I'm gonna get to that later. But it's one thing that I knew producing Atlanta Housewives. And that's why Potomac, on some real stuff, I'm at the point now where no one should ever compare Atlanta and Potomac anymore. We're done. After Robyn's admission and this whack.
See, and this is where I gotta kind of pull on Carlos King's Yaki ponytail. This is where I gotta pull on it for a second. I gotta tell you why. The reason why I gotta pull on that ponytail is I never understood the Real Housewives of Atlanta and Potomac comparisons anyway. I never understood that. Atlanta and Potomac are two different shows, okay? They're definitely two different damn shows. I never understood why they was comparing them to each other. Now, I get that Real Housewives of Atlanta is at a spot where it's time to be refreshed. You feel what I'm saying? They've been in that era, they're in this era where, okay, we got to figure out what we got to do. We're falling off. They're just like with an artist. You know how an artist has been hot for many, many years and stuff like that, but then they fall off for a second because the music industry has changed and stuff like that. It's just like with a YouTuber. Like for me, to be honest, I had my moments before 2020 where I was hot for a minute, then I fell off and I was struggling to keep it going and all of this other stuff. But then I switched it up, rebranded myself and did all this. This is where they're at right now. That's where Atlanta is. So they're trying to pick up the pieces and find a better show right now. Like they're trying to find better cast members, a better show. That's where they at. Even though Potomac is in their prime, they're in their 7th season. And I remember when Real Housewives of Atlanta was in their 6th and 7th season, they saw the highest ratings they had ever seen since they had been on. But even in their prime, Potomac is not seeing the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I'm sorry, but they're not seeing the Housewives of Atlanta. And I'm always irritated. I'm always annoyed when people try to compare it and always try to downplay the Real Housewives of Atlanta for the sake of the Real Housewives of Potomac. I've never liked that. And I've always thought that it was a bullshit ass comparison. I've always hated that because people like to downplay the Housewives of Atlanta for the sake of Potomac because Potomac is in its prime. And the thing about Atlanta is that Atlanta actually was iconic for real. Like there's people on that show that's still iconic and they're not even there. And I can honestly admit, even if I don't like them or not, there's people that you could never find on these other shows. Like Nene, for prime example. I don't really like Nene like that and I don't care for Nene like that. But of course, she was a star. She had just the right, she could stir the pot. She could be funny. She was highly entertaining. She was not lying about her life. Like she had it all. And nobody on Potomac could ever be Nene. You got Candy, okay? She was a person that was famous pre, the Housewives. She had an interesting family dynamic, an interesting life as far as her being married and juggling all those jobs. She had it. You got Portia, who started off as a doting housewife, rather, because she is a housewife. That's what the fuck the show was called, The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Portia was a doting housewife with a man that was an athlete. She was very young at the time. She was trying to find her way, but then after she got divorced, she was going through a different situation. She wasn't the same person that she was anymore. You got Kenya Moore, who was a beauty queen, an actress, someone that was a part of history, being the first Black Miss USA. They're going to write a divorce. Thank you, friend. What's going on? It is really disrespectful to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. RHOP is nowhere near Real Housewives of Atlanta. The first seasons of RHOA will run circles around Potomac, and that is all facts. And that is exactly what I'm saying. because the season 5 through season 7 cast of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Nene, Kenya, Candy, Portia, Phaedra, Cynthia. That is an amazing cast. And ain't no other franchise has ever seen it. I don't give a damn about Orange County. I don't give a damn about no goddamn Housewives in New Jersey. I don't give a damn about no damn Real Housewives of Dallas. I don't care about none of them. Okay, none of them. So at the end of it all, just like Rodney said, Potomac is nowhere near Atlanta. Even in their worst seasons, they're not seeing Atlanta. They would never see Atlanta. That's how I feel about that. And it's funny to me when people get online and they start trying to compare the two and trying to make it seem like Potomac is the more superior show. It's not the superior show. It'll never be the superior show. Housewives of Potomac ain't got no damn stars. The only person that is really close to really like being like on the level of a Kenya Moore or a Nene, like, well, I won't even say a Nene, like the level of a Kenya Moore, the only person that I can see is Candace. Like, I can see that with Candace. And if they really give her a chance, I could see that with Wendy. If they really give her a shot, like, honestly, like, these are two people that could really take it to another level. Karen is a fan favorite. You know, she has the potential to be like, you know, the Nene of the show as far as being the face of it. But they're pushing, you know, lion ass Giselle as the face of the show. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what they're doing. I've never really gave a damn about none of these other shows. You know, I have tried to watch them in the past. Like, Real Housewives of Miami, though, is actually pretty good. Like, I've always liked them, even when it was on Bravo. I even reviewed it way back when it was out back in the day when I was Mr. Still Standing. I reviewed it back then. But now they're absolutely amazing. Like, they got a great show going on, Housewives of Miami. I never really cared for Real Housewives of New Jersey because I don't like all that. Like, it was the family drama that was really draining to me, and then it was all about Teresa, and I don't like Teresa like that. So therefore, I didn't want to watch it. Then you also got what's the other Housewives shows that I ain't really give a damn about? You got the Housewives of Orange County. I hated just about everybody on there. I didn't like Vicky. I didn't like Tamara. The only person that I did like was Gretchen, and she ain't there no more. So it was like, I don't care about nobody on that show. Shannon don't do shit but sit her ass up and cry all the damn time. So that's why I never could get into Real Housewives of Orange County. I mean, that's just the truth. I could never get into Orange County. I don't like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I never have. I've always tried to get into it, but I can't. I've tried to watch it recently because of Garcelle, but I just hated Erica Jane. I hate Lisa Rinna. I hate Dorito. I hate Val, aka Kyle. I don't like none of them. So it was hard for me to watch, even with Garcelle being on there. You know what I mean? Like, I never really just cared for Beverly Hills, and I always felt like it was just overhyped, to be honest. What other? I never looked at Real Housewives of Dallas. I was never interested. I did like Real Housewives of New York City, but I did not watch it while Ebony was on there. I had stopped watching New York a long time ago, but I used to review New York as well. I did, because I used to like Ramona. Until I seen how she really was, child. But whatever. But the only shows that, and I tried to get into Dubai. I don't like Dubai. Everybody likes that Chanel Ayan person, and I just feel like she's over the top and just annoying. I don't like her. Her personality just don't do it for me. I don't like it. But I just feel like everybody be trying to put Atlanta down because they faves are not on there anymore. Y'all need to really get up out of it. Y'all need to get up out of it, honestly. Y'all need to get up out of it. Just because your faves ain't there don't mean the show was horrible. Last season was not that bad. It was better than season 13. It was a step up. But we're going to see how it goes. But I don't give a fuck about Dubai because Dubai is whack. I don't care about Dubai at all. Oh, y'all brought up the South Wise. Child, I didn't even bring up the Salt Lake City Wise because they're whack. I tried to watch that for the sake of, because Mary was the reason why I wanted to watch it. But it was horrible. Didn't like it at all. But anyway, let's continue on with Carlos King while I go get me another Coca-Cola. Go ahead.
Whack. Child, YouTube finds you when you cuss. I'm trying not to cuss. But on my audio podcast, y'all would get the explicit version. It's an insult to ever compare Potomac to Atlanta. Now look, Atlanta latest seasons haven't been great. I've been honest about it. I'm very honest. I'm honest about Beverly Hills. I said Beverly Hills last season was off. Y'all know I go up for Kyle. I said this publicly. Kyle is my favorite housewife. I'm honest when it comes to Kyle. Y'all know I'm very honest when it comes to Atlanta. And I'm gonna be real when it comes to Potomac. Potomac, your season sucks. It's not great. And now I know why. Y'all are literally grasping at straws. Let's expose this person. Let's expose. Instead of giving us something real. And then, Robyn, you had the unmitigated gall to say, yeah, the girl was DMing everybody, and the Giselle chimed in, yeah, she DM'd me too. And Robyn goes, well, yeah, because I just assumed the other girls would bring it up, and I was ready for them to do it. What? Who raised y'all? That is not how reality show works. You are waiting for other girls to expose you? Is this CSI Potomac? Is this Law and Order Special Potomac Unit? Exposed? So, because again, I'm the king of reality TV for a reason. I read between the lines. When you said that, it was evident that
Baby, these ads, honey. These ads.
y'all get on this show to expose each other. And y'all literally sit in scene conspiring about who's going to expose someone. None of y'all are in this moment trying to give us something unique and real. And that is the reason why people have a problem with reality TV. And that's what pisses me off. Because I, in my position, I still work hard to deliver a great show. I literally spend hours and hours and hours with my team, and we talk about like what is going on with the Huntsville, DC, the Bells, etc., etc. On my
Not Mims coming up in here just to read me. First of all, Mims just read me for not having YouTube Premium, and Chef Dun did too. Not y'all coming in my chat to read me today. No, y'all did not. But let me stop it right there real quick. Okay, now first of all, Carlos King, he got a big ego, such a huge ego, like he do. Okay, he do. Listen, Carlos. Look, I would need for you. Cause okay, listen, you are a good producer. Don't get me wrong. Like, don't get me wrong now, y'all. I'm not trying to take anything away from this man because Carlos King is definitely a great producer. Like, we can't take that from him. But what I'm gonna need for him to do is to stop doing that. Like, stop doing that. Like, I'm the king of reality TV for a reason. Okay, Carlos, we get it. However, I just feel like at the end of the day, Carlos, like some of your shows need some work too. Like Love and Marriage Huntsville, like we still all trying to, figure out what exactly is that gonna give, because we were disappointed in Love and Marriage Huntsville this past season. It started out strong, then it cut off at the worst part, then it came back strong, and then whatever. So not Rodney reading me too. Lord, after this, I damn sure know I gotta get YouTube Premium now because everybody coming from me. Oh, I'm so so ashamed. I'm so ashamed. Y'all ain't got to do me like this. Why all my people in my chat like reading me like this? First Chef Dun do it. Then Mims doing it. Now Rodney doing it. Now why all my people coming up in my chat reading me today? Oh my God. But okay. I know I'm gonna have to get it now. 3 down people. But I'm cheap. Shit. But it ain't like I ain't got no money. So I mean, I may as well do it, child. I might as well do it. But anyways, let's continue on. Lord, I hope don't let another ad pop up because they're gonna talk about me.
On my other shows that hasn't come out yet, we sit for hours to talk about it because I love this genre so much. And Robyn, you literally pissed in my face. You pissed in the face of
Not him saying Robyn giving a little bit of R. Kelly.
Everybody who truly works hard to give a great show, because you sat up there and then said, I ain't gonna spill all my tea. Go on Patreon and subscribe. You couldn't be me. None of my cast members could ever say that. Forget being on pause. You would be on the unemployment line, handed a pink slip. I wish Melody Cherie, Hemi Scott, Letitia Scott, Ashley Silva, Arena Tyler, Winter Williams, Joy Carter, Letitia Pearson, Latrice Rogers, Aikisha Holly Cologne, Marie Abston, Tambra Cherie, Soguchi Sophia Williams. I wish any of my cast members would go on a podcast and say that. Because I would be like, then you don't need to be in my show. Stick on your podcast.
Did you say that to Destiny?
Run up your page.
I'm just saying, did you say that to Destiny, Carlos? Nah, for real. Nah, did you say that to Destiny? Did you say that to Destiny? Because at the end of it all, you know that Destiny sent up on your show and she don't tell us shit. We don't know nothing about her life. We don't know nothing about her man. We don't know nothing about her children. All we know is that when she gets her ass on live, her child be beating her ass on the camera. So did you say that to Destiny? That's all I want to know. Did you say that to Destiny? Did you fire Destiny? That's all I want to know. I'm just saying, did you say that to her? Cause she the main one who don't tell nothing about her life. But from what I'm hearing in these YouTube streets, that she fired. And I just want to know, is she fired? That's all I'm saying. Cause if she fired, then I'll let you have this one. I'll let you have this one if she fired. That's all I'm gonna say about it. But baby, if she ain't fired, then you might need to shut your ass up, Carlos. I'm just saying.
Patreon subscribers, because you ain't doing this. There's a reason why there's certain people that ain't on my show no more.
Oh, now who is the certain people that ain't on your show no more? Y'all heard him, Danny. He said there's a certain reason why certain people ain't on my show no more. Who ain't on your show? Destiny not on your show. Is that who not on your show? Baby. Because I know they've been filming Love and Marriage Huntsville. Because, baby, if Destiny not on your damn show no more, I know something. And you didn't, and just like Florida Gal said, he did not say Tiffany name either. And are you talking about Destiny? Are you talking about Tiffany? Or are you talking about Monique? I slick believe that he talking about Monique. I believe he talking about Monique. Because when Monique came, and I don't want to make this, because look, I don't want to make this about Monique. I know that's a name that folks, I know that's a name that some of y'all hate to hear and to make y'all cringe when you hear that lady name. But I believe he talking about Monique because Monique came on Love and Marriage DC thinking that she was gonna, revamp her image from being, a two wrong fool fighter in the streets. She thought she was gonna come over there to her own network and change her damn life and all that other stuff. And then she came over there thinking that she was gonna be what Carlos King calls a force multiplier, and she turned out to be a force subtractor because her ass was not worth a damn on that show. She came on that show thinking that she was going to be the star of the show, and the other women on the show outshine her ass on that boring ass show. Now, this season is actually good, and it may be good because Monique ass not on there no more. And I used to like Monique back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. But I got a feeling he's talking about Monique. But then again, he just might be talking about Destiny, because Destiny don't bring shit. She don't even listen. She don't bring shit. We don't know nothing about her, and that's that. I don't know, but I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out, but we're gonna continue on listening to Miss Carlos. Lord, I'm praying another ad don't pop up because I do not need riding Mims and Chef Dun to be doing me in this chat. I just don't need it. I don't need it, child.
I don't play games because I know it's a privilege to be on a Kingdom Reign Entertainment production.
Oh, not it being a privilege being on a Kingdom Reign production. Not it being a privilege, child. Well, listen, get me on Bell Collective. Let me call Latrice, because y'all already know me and her actually are cool in real life. Let me call Latrice to see if she can set up a scene with me and her so I can go over there and listen to her talk about her husband so I can give her some bad advice on camera. Let me do that. Let me go on there. Let me go on that camera and say, girl, listen, girl. Let me go up there and say things that I don't mean so I could go viral. Let me go up there and do that. Oh my God. But anyway, let me continue on, child. Let me continue on.
I know it's a privilege to work with Carlos King and his team. That's why 96% of these reality women are in my DMs begging me to give them a show. And then some of them lied to me, said, no, I ain't on that show no more. And the next thing I know, I get a cease and desist from a network.
Who did that? Are you going to tell us who did that? Please tell me who did it. There you go. Another ad. I had to cut it out real quick.
I'm like, well, she told me she wasn't on the show anymore. Well, she is. She's on the contract. And I'm like, yo, you lied to me? Well, I had 2 more months on my contract. Child, my life is, if y'all only knew what I go through. Anyways, it's the reason why when I cast reality shows, I'm very particular about who I give the job to, okay? Because what Robyn just revealed is indicative of why people join reality TV for the wrong reasons. Because they want to be famous. They want to be able to go to the cool parties. They want to be able to date, the rapper or the reality star of the moment. They join for the wrong reasons, and they get mad at me when I say, but I need your real life. Some things are off limits. What job can you go to and tell somebody that's off limits? If you are a telemarketer and your job is to call people and you tell your boss, I ain't doing all that, child, that's off limits. I ain't about to sit up here and waste my time calling folks. But you're a telemarketer. I ain't doing all that. I don't know what job Can LeBron go to work and say, "Yo, I don't feel like dribbling right now. I just don't. I don't feel like it. You know what? I don't feel like posting up and defending. I don't feel like it." Y'all disrespect the reality TV genre so much that y'all really use these shows for clout, and y'all do it so that y'all can tell your high school friends who bullied y'all, "Look at me now."
Oh. No, he did not say that these people be using these shows so they can look at their high school bullies and say, "Look at me now." No, he no, he did not say that. Oh my God, I am tickled as fuck. Okay, I cannot believe he said that.
When I think about Atlanta Housewives, the earlier days, and y'all heard Cynthia Bailey, Sheree Whitfield, and Marlon Hampton on my podcast, how they were like, one thing about Carlos, he pushed us to be real. Like he pushed us to give our real lives. I literally would sit hours talking to those Atlanta Housewives like, we gotta get real. Get real. And Potomac, y'all ain't doing none of that. And I don't know what's going on because I was raised underneath the Real Housewives banner. And that's why some of these new producers, and again, listen, of course I know the showrunner, Potomac, and he's my mentee and I love him. I haven't spoken to him because I like to keep that separate. And this has nothing to do with him. I want to stick, because I saw some of y'all say, "Well, Carlos, where's Eric?" y'all are funny. Panthers, you exposed Eric, honey. I love it. I do know that some producers aren't in the job for the right reasons. I don't know if producers were aware of Robyn's issues. If they were, that's bad. Did no one sit Robyn down and say, "You need to give us this"? Can I tell y'all, when I was the showrunner of season 6, I had separate meetings with each housewife and said, we have to deliver great story that y'all are really going through. That's why when you go on Twitter, everybody shows that photo of the season 6 housewives, which is why everyone says that's the best season of all time. Potomac, y'all haven't even come close to that.
And that's what I've been saying for the longest. So let me stop Carlos right there. Let me stop him right here. That's what I've been saying for the absolute longest, okay? That's what I've been saying for the longest. Potomac has not come close to Atlanta. But yet a lot of people like to try to put it in the same bracket as Atlanta. And it's not there. But let's keep it real though, Carlos. You have compared Potomac to Atlanta your own self. You said that it was the best show on reality. You said it was the best show on Bravo. You did say that. You said that right before the season started. You said it was the best show on Bravo. And then you also turned around and then you said that it was like the best. You turned around and said that Married to Medicine was the best show on Bravo. So it pretty much goes between like Potomac and Married to Medicine for you. But I've been saying that this show is not where everybody thinks it is. It's nowhere near what everybody thinks it is. It's nowhere near that. It's nowhere near where Atlanta ever was. Potomac is not a bad show. It's actually a good show. I get great views off that show. But at the same point in time, Potomac does not have what Atlanta has. Atlanta has gone viral like, woo, child, again, the only thing I've ever really seen go viral from Potomac was, okay, recently the whole thing with Candace, not today ankles, not today neck, that went viral. The Wendy slither went viral. You know, that went viral. Unfortunately, the fight with Candace and Monique, that went viral. And Karen talking about Giselle not being able to dress, that went viral. But other than that, there's so many things from Atlanta that went viral. Even in its worst seasons, there were things that went viral off the worst seasons. You feel what I'm saying? So Potomac would never ever hold a candle to Atlanta, and I'm gonna need for everybody to realize that and just stand on that wholeheartedly, because it'll never be like that. Even the husbands on Atlanta was in the mess. Okay, even the husbands was on point. Okay. Peter and Apollo getting into it at Kim's baby shower, that was classic. Greg and Peter getting into it in Mexico. You feel what I'm saying? What else? Like, it was so many things. Even the husbands was getting into the mess. These husbands on Potomac ain't nothing like the husbands that was on Atlanta. The husbands on Atlanta were entertaining. These husbands on Potomac don't even get together. They don't even have a friendship. And I think that's what made Atlanta really good, because these people were actually really friends during that time period. Like Cynthia and Nene were true friends. Candy, Phaedra, and Portia, they were friends. You feel what I'm saying? Kenya, at the beginning, she didn't really have no friends. You know, she was cool with Cynthia, but but she was also having a budding friendship with Nene, but she didn't really get to have no friends until later on down the line. That's when she started being able to get a friendship with Candy or getting a friendship with Cynthia. But for the most part, all these people were actually friends. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, no, like the Potomac husbands don't have nothing on the Atlanta husbands, and that Atlanta cast, Potomac cast ain't got nothing on the Atlanta cast, not even the Atlanta cast that we got right now. And even the friends of the show on Real Housewives of Atlanta were entertaining. Shamia. People don't like to give Shamia her props, but Shamia read the draws off of Phaedra in season 9. She read her down on season 9. You can't tell me that she didn't. She read her down on season 9. As a matter of fact, how would you guys feel if I started doing videos about my favorite arguments on the Housewives? I know I can't show the actual videos and shit, but I could play the audio like I'm playing the Carlos King audio. I wonder how would y'all feel if I did that? Like, give my commentary on the arguments, like the most, like the most iconic arguments, the most underrated arguments. Like, I wonder how would y'all feel about that? See, Aquarians are so creative. We always come up with something new all the time. But anyway, I think I'm gonna start doing that. However, look at YouTube. They don't really be like, don't you know, on YouTube they be having all these throwback like arguments and stuff like that, and it be all about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It don't never be Potomac. Never. So no. Bitch, shout out to the 601 people that's in the chat watching. Shout out to y'all. It's over 600 people up in here, boy. It's over 600 people up in here. 600. Get them likes up, honey. Anyway, let's continue.
Until y'all show me a scene like Portia with her attorney Randy Kessler, where she cried when, ooh, I'm not getting emotional. Ooh, Lord, hold on now. This ain't, I ain't doing that. But this goes to show you how passionate I am about that particular season. All those girls brought it. Portia going through a divorce and telling the world what she was going through, unpacking boxes and crying when a photo was damaged. Candy and Mama Joyce and Todd's situation was rooted in reality. You had Phaedra and Apollo talk about what was going on in their marriage. That's what we want. We don't give two F's about, well, so-and-so did this. We don't care about that. We care about you telling it. That's why I sent this podcast, Karen, the jig is up. Just be honest about it. Like, you may be doing some of this stuff. Own it. And if you own it, that's interesting. Own it. Y'all, this whole Chris Bassett BS that y'all had a meeting about, allegedly, to make this y'all storyline. That didn't work for Lisa Vanderpump when she did it, allegedly. It doesn't work. When these housewives lie and make up stories, y'all get the boot. I've seen it happen personally. I've seen somebody lose their job because of it. I've said Lisa Rinna quitting sent a strong message to the state of housewives that if y'all don't be real in scenes.
I hope y'all didn't hear it, but I had to catch it before that ad started playing. I had to hurry up and put it on mute, honey, because my people's up in here and they've been reading me the whole time. So let me put this on mute. There we go. Oh, See, they catching me up in the trick bag, child. They really are. Yes, I need premium, honey.
Y'all can get the boot. The Real Housewives of Potomac is in trouble. It is. Because Robyn's revelation exposed how that show is operated. And that's not good. There's nothing good about it. It's at the point now where it's like, what's the point of watching the whole season? Like, next week's the finale. I mean, this week. This Sunday's the finale. I said this too. The y'all made this Chris Bassett situation the number one story, and we still don't have Giselle and Chris talking about it. It goes to show you how fake it was. If that was something rooted in reality, pun intended, then have a conversation about it. When Lanithia Monique Johnson leaks once removed, okay, call Peter the B word and say, get out of women's business. They had a conversation. That's what happens in reality. When Apollo revealed that he lied on Kenya about the hotel stuff, they had a conversation. Because that's what happens when it's rooted in reality. And y'all wonder why The Real Housewives of Miami is the best housewives show right now, and they're running circles around y'all because they are giving reality. And before I end, y'all need to cut it with making these Real Housewives shows about a shade fest. That pisses me off. Y'all think it's cute to...
Can y'all hear?
Yes, honey, I read her. That was a good read. Why is this show becoming about Shade Fest? That's not why we like the show. That's why when I talk about Married to Medicine, I'm always like, y'all sleeping on Married to Medicine. That's a great show. It's the greatest show on Bravo, my opinion. Because they talk about real life stuff. And they give you funny moments and they throw shade, but it's not a shade fest. So that's why when Atlanta Housewives for the past couple of seasons be like, this was a great season. Yeah, it was great. It was a great season. And then you watch it and you're like, what was great about it? And then it hit me. Because I was talking to Kenya last season. Let me not even go there because I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble because they be calling people. So let me stop. I don't need nobody to get a phone call. You are banned from going on Carlos' podcast. Anyways, let me stop. But anyways, it hit me that wait, when y'all go on press and y'all say, no, this is a great season. And then you're like, why? Because y'all had an argument? And that's when it hit me like, y'all equate arguments and a good read as a great season. And that's why I'm hard on reality shows, because you're doing a disservice to the audience. Shade and read is icing on the cake, but the foundation, okay, always has to be rooted in what's real. That's why when you watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, you're invested in Melody and Martell's situation, Marcel and Tisha's situation, Kimmy and Marie's, etc. When you watch Love and Marriage DC, that's why Love and Marriage DC is the talk of the town right now. Because even I was like, we gotta be more real this season. Because last season was fine. But this season is great. When you think about Jamie and Irena dealing with their son, little Jamie, that's why this season is the talk of the town. Because you're seeing real issues. It ain't about like, oh, that's a good old read. No, it's about like, wow, this Black father is really trying to prevent his Black son from being in these streets. And he's tough on him. That's why this season of Love and Marriage DC, you're going to see how Ashley talks about mental health. And this Saturday at 8 o'clock Southern Central on the Oprah Winfrey Network, this Saturday, you're going to see a scene with Ashley Silva and her mama. Carlos, you better not get emotional. Ugh. It's the pre-workout. Let me blame it on that. The conversation that Ashley has with her mom is the most emotional scene I have ever experienced on the Love and Marriage franchise. When you watch that scene, you're going to see a lot about who Ashley Silva is and why she's the woman she is now. It's an incredible scene. And that's why people are going to love Ashley Silva. Not that they don't now, but when you watch that scene, you're going to be like, wait, what? That's what they want in reality, not this shade fest or this read session. Stop thinking an argument is going to save a scene. Those Atlanta girls knew all the time, I want what's real. That's all I ask. What's real? And Potomac, you guys on the verge of becoming like Atlanta is right now, which is a show where people are like, what are we getting? And look, I'm looking forward to seeing Atlanta this new season. Martell Holt is making an appearance. Because that Carlos King magic, you came at the gate. So, Martell's making... Come on, Martell, you better come on and save Atlanta Housewives, honey. Yes! Anywho, Potomac ladies, if y'all listening, because I know y'all are, please take this as my passion for the show and my desire to see y'all win again. I think y'all should just suck it up and say this season was a loss. It wasn't great. And there's no stretch of the imagination that it was. It wasn't. Giselle, you're gonna have to give us some personal story. The jig is up. I love you. And you know what's, and before I end, me and Giselle had the time of our lives at Portia's wedding. When I say me and Giselle kikied for 2 hours, and I didn't say this to her, but when I was leaving, I was like, wow, I really wish people knew this side of Giselle. She is fun. And she's, I don't know, She gives good TV, but I really want people to see, and Giselle, if you're listening, I want people to see the side of you that you show me. And I feel like when the cameras are on, and I get it because we talked about this on my podcast, that you feel this pressure to deliver. And I get that because you're the force multiplier of the show. My advice to you is, I think you need to take off the producer hat next season. I do. And I would like for you to follow the advice that I gave you at the wedding. I'm not gonna reveal it, because when I talk to my friends and people in the business, I'm not gonna tell y'all what we talk about because that's rude. But Giselle, follow my advice. And that's all I'm gonna say. And if you want to call me, you can. Please don't get in trouble, child, because I don't want nobody to get in trouble no more. But you can call me. But what I said to you at Portia's wedding, please follow my advice. Okay? And Robyn, I have to end this by saying, I'm just disappointed. And if we're not going to see the aftermath of this next season, then I don't want it. I don't want it. I will stick to watching Miami Housewives, Married to Medicine, Jersey. I don't want it.
Well, you heard that. He said he don't want it. As y'all can see, he said he don't want it. That's what Carlos King said. He said he don't want it. If we not gonna get what he wants, he don't want it. That's what he said. The nigga said he don't want it. Now, let's talk, you guys. Let's talk. Now, and I'm gonna say this little tidbit before we get up out of here. Well, not before we get up out of here, but before I let you guys come up here and say y'all thoughts. Okay, so while Carlos King has points, because we're not gonna sit up here and lie and act like he don't, because he do got some points here. He definitely got some points. He got points, but there's a little bit of hypocrisy in his points. My thing about this is, Carlos, if you are all about personal story, then why haven't you made Destiny tell personal story? Why has Destiny lasted on this cast for so long without having to tell any personal story? It's one thing for her to not be able to legally talk about things, but there's other things in her life that she could talk about. I mean, if I was on a reality show, I would talk about my struggles with depression. That's something that everybody goes through. Y'all will probably see me go to therapy. Y'all will probably see me, deal with my dysfunctional relationship with some of my family members. Y'all, there's a multitude of things that I deal with in my personal life. There's some things that I have not even shared yet. There's some things that people can relate to, because I pride myself on being relatable as a person that is on YouTube. And someone has been on YouTube for quite some time now and prides himself on keeping it a book, keeping it real, keeping it 100, being as relatable as possible, telling my truth the best way I know how, sometimes being too much of an open book. That's what I pride myself as. And that's why my platform gives what it gives. I just told y'all just the other day, when you watch my platform and I'm giving y'all the tea and I'm giving y'all the news and I'm giving y'all reviews and stuff and giving y'all the interviews, I want y'all to look at me like a Barbara Walters with a little mixture of Megan Thee Stallion. That's what this channel is supposed to give. A little bit of Barbara Walters, but a little bit of Megan Thee Stallion out at the same time. I'm giving you the news as professional as I possibly can, but I'm giving y'all a little bit of, what can I say? I'm giving a little bit of, cause dick don't run me. I run dick, nigga. Use a bitch. I'm giving you that with a little bit of Barbara Walters at the same time. That's what I'm trying to give when I'm doing this. So that's what I'm talking about. But a lot of the times when it comes down to Carlos is very critical of the Housewives franchise. He really is. And sometimes people feel like, it's him because he got a major beef with, the Housewives franchise, the franchise that he used to be a part of. And people feel like he wants to go back there. And then there's a little bit of nasty taste in his mouth for everything that went down on Bravo. And we already heard the stories that Candy told, which she revealed to my good and dear friend House of Aaron. Shout out to him. All of that. While I do think that Carlos is a great producer, I just feel as though, sometimes he can get a little bit too egotistical for me sometimes. And I actually like him, but sometimes he can be a little bit arrogant and egotistical. We know that you're one of the best, reality producers out there and stuff like that, but you ain't got, your ego ain't got to be that goddamn big. Because baby, sometimes when I be listening, because I listen to his podcast, trust and believe me, I love his podcast. A lot of my stories come from his podcast. But sometimes when I be listening to him talk about, the things that he has done already, I be like, he got a big ego, such a huge ego. I love his big ego. Like, okay. Okay, you feeling yourself. You're feeling yourself. You're feeling yourself. You're feeling all that. I'm like, okay, girl, but okay, that's how you feel about your shit. That's how you feel about it. That's all I can really say about it. So a lot of the stuff that he said, though, could also go for the Real Housewives, not the Real Housewives. A lot of the stuff that he said should go to Love and Marriage Huntsville as well, because they ain't really been, giving us the business either. They started off as a show that we all knew and loved, but then it turned out to be Love and Hip Hop Huntsville. You feel what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. And I'm ignoring Chef Dun in my comments because he really trolled me about this YouTube premium mess, and I'm not going for it. So I'm not even finna do this with him today. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not finna do this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Okay. However, shout out to the 600 people that's up in the chat right now. I'm enjoying it, you guys. This is the month of February, like I told y'all last month. And before I drop this link for you guys to come in, like I told you guys already, February was a month. Okay, January was a month. Okay, it was a month of tragedy. It was a month of a lot of dark things, and I slacked a lot last month. It was some days I went without doing content, and I tried my best. But it's February, my birth month. I'll be 34 in 11 days. And I decided that this time around, this month, I'm going to go back to what Scotty by Nature know how to do. And that's give you consistent content every damn day, even though my YouTube friends like Chef Dun and the Brooke Ashley, they get on my ass when I do that because I don't be getting no rest. But they got to understand I'm all about the grind. But we finna get right on back into that saddle this month. Can y'all believe that I'm finna be 34 years old? Can y'all believe that? Can y'all? Let me just take out some time to talk about myself for a second. But then again, no, I'll just wait till the 40K live that I'm going to do later. Because I personally cannot believe that your boy finna be 34 years old. Like, I literally I've been on YouTube doing this shit since I was 21. 21. I thought I'd be gone off of YouTube by the time I was in my 30s. I thought this shit wasn't going to be a damn thing to me by now. But it is. Like, I am literally 34. 34. I'm about to be 34 in 11 days. 34. Like, I cannot believe that. Period. Some of y'all grew up with me, watching me. Some of y'all grew up with me. Like, y'all been watching me. Some of y'all been watching me from the very beginning when I was 21. Like, finna be 34. And I look the same way I did when I was 21. That's what I'm talking about. Like, girl, what? But anyway, let me go ahead and drop this link for you guys one at a time, 2 minutes each. You know what I mean? Cause I need some time to wind down before my 40K video. So yes, make sure y'all keep it at 2 minutes. I don't want to pull out the timer on y'all, but sometimes y'all to go over them 2 minutes. Sometimes y'all to go over them 2 minutes. Sometimes y'all go over 2 minutes. Okay. And make sure you guys say what you got to say when you first get up here, because I don't need you guys cut up here 2, 3, 4 times. We need more people. We need other folks to come up here and say what they got to say. So anyways, we're about to go up here and let these people up. I see 4 people already ready to say what they got to say. And no, my birthday is February the 12th. That's my birthday. So we're about to start it off with Essence. So Essence, what do you have to say about what we just listened to and discussed with Carlos King?
Okay, so I came in on the tail end, and I'm not really a fan of his, so I avoided listening, but I support your channel, so I decided to tune in. That literally in that order. I refused, but I saw you reviewing it. I support your channel, so I tuned in. It's giving Bitter Betty. That's exactly what I got from it. I got Bitter Betty. I had heard he's like a disgruntled employee, which is what it is giving, literally. Granted, as you said, the commentary was valid, but it's giving Sharice energy. You know what I'm saying? Might be true, but coming from you, it's not really giving what you think it's going to give. Also, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I had heard on the internet streets that you and Giselle and Robyn were buddy. People want to know what's tea. Also, was that little part about cease and desist about Monique? Because wasn't she on Love and Marriage?
She was. But I don't know.
Like you. In my opinion, you're coming. In my personal opinion, that tidbit about the cease and desist was about Monique, and I feel like you're all over the place, Carlos. If you're gonna drag Robyn, drag Robyn. Don't plug your shows that I'm never gonna watch. Don't do that. So I just can't. Like I just can't. No, it was giving bitter. Like if you have a valid point and it's covered in shade and salt, I don't want to hear it, and that's why I don't watch them.
Oh,
and if you ask me, he gave Giselle. Oh, lastly, I think he told Giselle that she's tacky. She needs to be polished. That other people who are watching her feel like she's tacky and unpolished, and she needs to polish it up and she needs to step it up. But I feel like he should have dragged her for filth equally. He heard the interview with her and Robyn. She didn't give what was supposed to be gave. You told Candace that you were in the room with a man that wasn't yours, but Juan was in a room with a girl that wasn't his. So what's tea? They could pack it up. They can pack it up. Each and every one of them. Bye, Felicia. They should go work under Carlos. That would be good. Bye.
Well, with that being said, thank you, Essence, for coming.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you always.
You're welcome.
All right, next up is Janae. What you got to say about not Miss Carlos? I don't want to disrespect that like that, but
oh no, that's what it sounded like to me. Okay, first and foremost, hi, how you doing? And you looking great, boo. And I hope you enjoy your birthday and may you get a tall glass of water, a tall man that's beautiful with a butt right like peaches. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, baby. Anyway, Carlos. You're giving me Nene energy. You know how when she's on the show, it's cool. It's great. It's fun. But when she's off the show, they're declassing the show. They're bringing the show down energy.
Right.
Also, I hope why he was talking to Giselle at Portia's wedding, he should have talked to her about girl code and respect code. What woman who's a former first lady who was married, who was cheated on, would be alone in her hotel room with somebody else's man? Not man, husband, excuse me. I mean, it's just common sense, but I know common sense isn't so common these days.
Definitely not.
Also, okay, yeah, I agree. I really wish they would stop comparing, you know, Real Housewives of Atlanta to Real Housewives of Potomac because they're completely two different franchises. One walked while the other one ran.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And also with this thing with Carlos, it's like, come on, bro. I understand that it's hard being a producer and a black producer in this game as it is, but your show Love and Marriage Huntsville ain't no different than some of these love and hip hop TV shows with folks throwing reeds and shades and fights. Can we talk about Miss Wanda this past season? That right there. That whole scenario right there. You over here calling other people's shows wretched and how they not giving their real lives. But Martell had a whole mistress for how many years before we found out the truth? On your show? Had a whole baby on your show? But you talking about people not giving their real lives?
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, we just gonna tell it, we gonna tell it, right? You know?
Tell it.
And honestly, you know, I try to get into his stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because I try to support, you know, we need to support our community. We need to support black artists and different things. But if you gonna talk about somebody else's stuff that's raggedy, you need to fix what's raggedy on your stuff. Okay, you got people on the show like Destiny who ain't told nothing about her divorce. Ain't said nothing, kept it a whole secret, and then it felt like Melody had to drag it out of her on the show.
Mm-hmm.
But you said in the what we just heard, oh, I make them be real. I make them tell the truth. Really? I mean, that's it. That's all, folks. You know.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Janae. I appreciate it.
Bye, Scotty. Love you, baby.
Love you too. Thank you. All right, you guys, we're about to go into the next caller, but if you guys have not yet voted for me for the Boss Babe Awards, my moderators are taking turns putting the link out there. Okay, the link is in the chat. They'll be posting a link here and there, back and forth, and the link is also pinned at the top of the chat. Okay. So let's get into the next caller. What's going on? Is it Diva Quintessential?
It's quintessential. Don't worry about it. It's quintessential.
Quintessential. Okay.
Happy early birthday. Glad to be up here really quick. I'm not really into trying to drag Carlos because I just look at him for what it is. He's a producer. That's great. Congratulations to him. As far as his perspective, you know, I get where people are saying, you know, it's coming from a salty perspective. I'm gonna look at it from this viewpoint. I stopped looking at Love and Marriage Huntsville because I got tired of the constant storyline between Martell and what's her name, Melody. I got tired of that. That got old really fast, and I think he even got tired of it. And I think he knew he needs to do some revamping because what's her name, Miss Wanda, she was a mess. It was bad. But what I was most interested in is how, you know, what he thought about the direction of our Real Housewives of Potomac has been or has been going in, which has been in a really dark place. It's not really, everyone is looking to find something to embarrass them, destroy marriages, destroy relationships. That's not what I want from this franchise. Okay, I want to see women who are doing something, who has businesses going, who is living a high life. I want to see them going shopping and they're showing on the screen that they spent $10,000 on an Hermes bag or whatever, and that type of thing. I don't need to sit here and constantly hear about, oh, Eddie smiled at someone, therefore he's cheating on Wendy and all that type of stuff. I really am tired of the formula that they have for these Real Housewives, some of the ones, these franchises. And yes, the comparison between was it Atlanta to Potomac? Atlanta came out back 2005, 6 or something like that. It was a very different time, an early day. They didn't really have a playbook in terms of how reality TV works. It was They really didn't have that type of playbook back then. So what you saw season 1, 2, and 3 was really about organically what they were feeling about the situations for the most part at that time. We're almost 20 years in the game, and people have studied, they've seen how the game works, they know how to play the game. It's a very different time in reality television. And I wish he would have spoken on that as opposed to saying, okay, let me just say how bad Bravo is and all of that, because although there are some good points, I think he could have really focused on just showcasing the times and what needs to happen in terms of where we are in 2023 versus where we were in 2008. It's a totally different time.
Yes.
And as far as Robyn is concerned, and Giselle and his advice to them, I do agree. I think a lot of people have called for both of them to be fired or Robyn be demoted. Now that this has come up, I actually want them back and be held, their feet held to the fire next season. I don't want them demoted or fired. I want them to be forced into talking about things and being really forced to speak on how they were just so fake and why they were fake. Not just Giselle and Robyn, because we got Karen who's not speaking her truth either, but I really want more of the openness if we can get it there. And I'm hoping that this is what we're going to gather from what we've heard thus far. That's what I'm hoping for. Now, these other shows, he got the Bell Collective. I never watched that. I don't know anything about that. Love and Marriage DC. I saw 2 episodes last season. I was done with that. So I don't know how great the Carlos King really is, but he got his own Kingdom Reign Entertainment, so I guess he's successful. That's good for him. But that's what I really want to focus on. Reality TV is not the same, and we cannot expect 2007 type of formula. It's not going to happen in 2023. It's just unrealistic. That's all I got. Have fun.
All right. Thank you, Diva. All right. So next up is Angela Rashay.
Hello. Hey, Scotty.
All right.
So let's get into the lies of it all, right? So the reality is it's reality TV, and we want people who are going to be real. Truth. That being said, I have a problem when somebody is giving us that information and they could revamp their entire conversation and replace Real Housewives of Potomac with Love and Marriage Huntsville and replace Robyn and Giselle with homegirl. Her name starts with a D. I have not even watched her show, but I know something about it.
Yes.
So the fact that we know that this is currently happening in your show, but you made a whole live about somebody else's, it's like, dang, right message, wrong messenger. And the person before me said that they wanted them to come back and be held to the fire. The problem is there's nobody on that cast who can actually hold them to the fire. Them ladies a little too old to be held accountable. Like, they've proven so far that they don't care to give, like, they straight up don't care to give us the truth. Not that they didn't and they got caught. Like, they straight up do not care to give us the truth. So at this point, why are we giving them another opportunity to yet lie in our face? Like that whole BS with Robyn checking Robyn checking Giselle about the little information she gave. Looking back, I mean, I called it at the moment. It was fake. It was phony. And so at this point, you gotta go. If you're not gonna give the people what you told us you were giving, what we gave you our time for, we spent our time. That shit is expensive, okay? We can't get it back. We gave you our time because you told us you was giving us your real life, and then you did not. So with that, you gotta go. So both of them at this point, why they want to come back? Well, what do we want to find out from them? If you can give me, and I don't mean you, Scotty, but if anybody can give me a legitimate thing that you actually want from them, and you will believe them when they present it to you, we can move forward with them. But the reality is no one's going to believe a damn thing they say, even if they bring you documentation with it.
Exactly.
So with that, I'm going to let it go because the whole mess is a mess.
It definitely is a mess.
You got the wrong person talking about the right thing, even though he needs to look at his own house. So hopefully he looks at his own camp, fixes that problem, so that next year we're not going, hey, Carlos, replay the message and put your show in it.
Period.
Until then, goodbye, beautiful people.
All right, bye. All right, next up is Catherine. And what you got to say about what Carlos just said on the little live that he did? What's going on?
Look here, I don't got time for Carlotta Queen to sit up here and throw stones and he living in the glass house of daggone self. Stop doing that. I'm tired of Carlotta Queen doing that bull cone. So from now on, if you're gonna be mad at somebody for not doing their stuff, you need to be mad at Destiny. You need to be mad at Melody because we don't know who the hell she dating. She keeping that to herself too. You need to be mad at everybody. Don't just be singling out Real Housewives of Potomac hell. You didn't say nothing about Kenya not doing it when she didn't want to show all of her marriage to Martina Daly. So yes, I said it. I'm sorry. I've been around tea too much. But we like, I'm just sick of him. Like Angela said, this is a perfect case of right message, wrong messenger. Your narrow behind should have been saying stuff to your cast before you hopped on your little raggedy YouTube channel and said what you had to say about this shit. I'm saying, don't get me wrong, I love Carlos, but right now he acting like a whole bitter ex-employee, like Essence said, and he mad that he didn't get no severance pay, so he got to call these helpers out. Call the folks out on your show before you get a severance pay from Oprah and sitting up here saying, why are you talking about this network and you work for me? I'm just saying. I'm just really saying. He was right in everything that he said. However, he shouldn't have been the one to say it. Now, Potomac needs somebody like me. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my Section 8 all the way to Potomac. And I'm going to be on the show, whether I'm a friend of the show or not. And I'm going to hold Gizzard and Robert to the fire. I'm going to hold their feet to the fire. Well, I'm going to hold Robert's feet to the fire. I'm going to hold Giselle's neck to the fire. And I'm going to do the heel toe on them heifers. I'm not playing. I'm definitely not playing. I'm sick of them. They got if they're going to stay on another season, like I said, I'm going to take my Section 8 and I'm going to go out to Potomac and I'm going to be on the show and hold them to the fire. If they're not on the show, I'm gonna take my Section 8 to Dallas like I plan on doing.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome, bro. Make sure y'all vote for him because I voted like literally 20 times on every different platform. I mean, not platform, browser. So make sure y'all vote for him. I've been putting the link in there. Chef Don been putting the link in there. Everybody been putting the link in there. So make sure y'all vote for my brother. Vote 50 million times if you got to.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Love you, brother.
All right. Love you too. Next up. Oh my God. Next up is Tony.
Hey, I want to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Okay.
You know, Marceau, he talks to his wife Tisha in riddles. And, you know, she be ignoring the lying signs that he be putting out there. And Maurice, you know, Reese Poo, he has skeletons in his closet that he don't want to let out. And then Martell, you know, or should I say Hotel, you know, he is the hunter who got captured in Coleslaw's box.
Oh my God.
He's over 40. He has 5 kids with 2 women. He's leftovers and damaged goods. He's dumber than a 5th grader. He can't even pass an open book test to get his builder's license.
Oh my God.
So Sheree, she by 14 years too late with bad fashions. You need to understand the only thing that Martell cannot build nothing for you. What he could do is blow your back out and leave you stuck with a gut full of nut. Okay, so stop making this rookie mistake by being with him and kick him to the curb for the dog that he is. He couldn't keep his ex-wife Melody. He didn't love her and he did not respect her. What makes you think he gonna do the same for you? Okay, stop being she-by stupid and grow up because you have bad taste in men and that needs to change. And Giselle, is she's a wannabe EP of RHOP, but she doesn't know how to produce the truth, and she doesn't know how to manage her own life or navigate her way through her relationships. That's why she used the other women's dirt as her storyline to hide her own dirt.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I voted for you during this live.
Oh God. Thank you. As I said, every time I do this, you have to come up here every time.
I enjoy you as always. And 34 is the new 24. So you aging beautifully. You aging a lot better than some of these other people. They could take some tips from you.
Oh my God.
Age right.
Well, thank you for coming up.
Thanks for taking my call, and I like the video.
All right.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
You too.
I'll be back later.
All right. Thank you. I told y'all he has to come up here every time. Every time I do this, he got to come up here. So I have 4 more calls, and those are the last ones I'm going to take because we're almost at the 2-hour mark. So here's the next one. Is this Prissy B?
Yeah, Press B is fine. How are you,
Okay.
Patty?
Hey, it's been up. I know you've been up here before,
Yeah,
but
I
I
have.
always get the name wrong. But
And I see why I like you because my boyfriend too is an Aquarius, and his birthday's on the 2nd, so I see why I like you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and with the whole Carlos thing, he did, like you said, he did have good points, and I agree with some of the stuff he said, but like he needs to practice what he preaches, because if we think back about the Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion that just happened, Tisha and Marceau didn't want their infidelity to come on the TV either. I don't know if you remember that. So I get what you're saying. Oh, Robyn needs, and I agree with what he said when it comes to RHOP. They need to be more transparent and all that stuff. But some of your cast members are not transparent.
They're not.
Like a Destiny, Tisha, and Marceau. Like, we're not. To me, Love and Marriage Huntsville is kind of been leaning, besides the fight, leaning on Martell and Mel's infidelity and Ariane's storyline. So the other cast members too are not bringing it as much.
I agree.
So that was like, I'm like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but people on your shows are coasting too as well. Like how the OGs are coasting on, RHOP. And then another thing that stuck out to me, him and Giselle are friends, but I low-key felt like he was kind of throwing her under the bus a little bit, because he kept saying, oh, there was a plot allegedly about the whole Chris Bassett thing. And he's also cool with a producer too on RHOP too. So I'm like, so that might be true. I don't know. What do you think about it?
I never thought about it like that, but since you said that, now it got my head running, because he is friends with her. And how would he know about an alleged conversation about them, planning this Chris Bassett stuff before the season? How would he know? Somebody had to tell him.
Exactly. So I'm like, that's very telling. And I'm like, well, I don't know if you and Giselle are going to be cool after this, because that's very telling. But I couldn't believe that they do it, because they did it with Monique in a way. So it's not far-fetched, because like I said, like Potomac, I liked Potomac, but I'm just tired of the whole tearing down people's marriages, bringing up tea, and it's like, I want to see something else.
Yeah.
And I feel like, to me, my opinion, Candace and Wendy are doing other stuff. I mean, I feel like Wendy needs to open up a little bit more, but I feel like we don't see them always constantly in mess unless mess is brought to them. They're showing their life. Like Candace got her acting, her music career. We see Wendy doing her commentary. We see Wendy with her family. I want them to show, like Giselle and Robyn, and Ashley was like transparent in first season with the whole Michael stuff, but I feel like Giselle and Robyn are relaxed, so that's why they felt they could get away with this stuff, with this whole Juan stuff. And I kind of blame Andy and some of the producers, because like, why other people on the cast put in work, show aspects of their lives, but y'all two can just sit there and just bring tea on other people, and that's cool.
I definitely agree with everything you said.
Yeah, because that's So I hopefully next season they revamp it. And also one more thing I had to say: if Kenya could get fired for not showing her wedding, then it should go for Robyn too.
Mm.
I feel that
That's the truth, and that's what a lot of people are saying on Twitter, and a lot of her sudden fans are not understanding that.
They are. I didn't even know she had feelings like that.
Right.
Yeah, I feel that way. So if she could get fired, and even Portia, I think you guys mentioned it on the panel last night that I think she got fired or demoted because she didn't want to share certain aspects of her life too. So if them two are top tier housewives and they can get demoted, so can boring ass Robyn.
Period.
And I'll let other people come up, but you guys have a good night, and I'll be back in the chat.
All right, thank you. Hopefully you tune in for the live I'm doing later for me hitting 40K. I know I'm late with that, but I had to do something. But hopefully you're there for that. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Let's see. All right, super. I already know who this is.
Why you laughing? Why you laughing?
Because I already knew who you was.
I came up here to do my job. So, as the supervisor of elections, we have 2 elections happening right now, and I'm just gonna be honest, okay? Team Scotty gang. It's 40,000 of us. We should be sweeping this right here category with Scotty nominated by himself and Scotty and Jamar nominated for the prelude. I need, as I stated earlier, 10 votes minimum per person. If you voted 9 times, you got 1 more left up in you. Let's make it happen. Again, 40,000 of us, we should be coming in strong. It should be no excuses. Scotty's going home with an award that night. I'm claiming victory. Scotty's going home with an award that night. If you got time to windmill in the chat, you got time to go vote. And that link is going around, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to click on it and make it happen. So please, please, please make sure you guys, all jokes aside, make sure you guys show as much support on YouTube. I want them to be just totally impressed with the numbers. I want them to know we coming in strong. So again, guys, show Scotty the love and support when it comes to the votes. 10 votes per person minimum, at least 10. Now, if you got more than 10, then you make it happen. And also
for saying it, but go ahead, continue with your thought.
No, go ahead, Scotty. I was gonna bring up the award show.
Oh, go ahead and bring it up. Go ahead.
So as you know, Chef Don Don, some affectionately call him Chicken Tetrazzini, is putting on an award show for Best Reality TV Stars. We have several categories. As a matter of fact, the topic of today, Carlos King is nominated for the Make It Messy Award, highlighting reality TV production companies. So I would really love if you guys could show support for this project and go vote for that as well. Just like with the Boss Bay Awards, you can vote multiple times for the Best Reality TV Star 2K23. The link should be circulating as well. Make sure you guys click on it, vote, show up, support, vote as many times as you can. Voting ends Monday at midnight, and the award show will be happening later this month. It's going to be really exciting. I cannot wait to see the results. Several people who are nominated have been informed. Melody has been informed that she's nominated for 3 different awards, and she was really excited about that this morning. Winter has also responded to congratulations for being nominated. She's excited, as well as Kiki and Dr. Heavenly as well. She found out she was nominated. She was really appreciative. So if you voted and you got a fave, tell your fave that you voted for them and let them know they can vote for themselves. Again, I'm pretty sure, like, for example, with Candy is nominated for the LLC Award, highlighting the fact that she's able to launch successful businesses and promote them on her reality show. I think that she would be very excited to find out not only is she nominated, but as well that she can vote and that a lot of people are voting for her. And y'all know Candy is competitive. Okay, she's very competitive.
Oh, you know
so
that.
you know she gonna be a little hurt if she don't win. So yeah, so yeah, make sure you guys again go and spread the word. Like when it comes to YouTube, we're a family. Y'all know as viewers, we always show up and support our faves. So please make sure you guys are supporting Boss Babe Awards, Best Reality TV Star Awards. I'm gonna keep it quick about Carlos because I know it's other people in line. I think Carlos is trying to become another Andy Cohen, and he has been riding Potomac's wave all season, and he made sure to step his foot up in there so everybody could be talking about him, and that's literally what happened. Anytime they bring up Robyn and One, they talk about his commentary about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, although he is a hypocrite, I'm gonna say it because I believe it. He's a hypocrite. The one thing I will give him credit for, they do hide storylines on his show, but the one thing nobody on his cast is ever crazy enough to pull is for them to hide a storyline on TV, but then tell somebody to come pay $5 for the tea on their Patreon that they didn't give on the show. I don't think he would ever let that fly.
Exactly.
I don't think Tisha and Marceau ever pull that. Like, we know they hide the stuff, and yeah, they don't want to reveal it on the show. And low key, Carlos is helping facilitate them hiding their real tea. But he would never allow them to be like, we don't want to put it on the show. However, you can come to our website and pay for a subscription, and we'll give you the real information over there. They would be booted off immediately.
Most definitely. They definitely
I don't
will.
I don't think he would ever pull that. So I don't know what's going on with RHOP production, and I definitely don't know what's going on in the cast. You know, I've said several times that Atlanta girls would have never let this ride. They got Kim Zolciak, Grand Dragon Zolciak, right on up out of here when she tried to play them games. Atlanta would never let that slide. So I'm gonna need Candace, Wendy, and Karen to wake the F up.
Period.
And that's all I got to say. Make sure you guys vote.
All right, thank you.
No problem. Bye, Scotty.
All right. Listen, you guys, we got 3 more people, and those will be it for me because I gotta go because I need some time to, to get my thoughts together for this next live that I'm doing 2 hours from now. So I'm trying to, I need to hurry up. But before I take these last 3 calls, however, I'm letting you guys know once again that I am nominated for 2 Boss Babe Awards, Boss Babe YouTuber of the Year, and Boss Babe Podcast of the Year with Jamar. Okay. First of all, Scotty Gang is the reason why I got nominated for those awards. Little do y'all know. They talk from what I heard. I was going to be nominated regardless because Scotty Gang came through with the numbers. So I could be nominated, okay? So if y'all can come through with the numbers so I could be nominated, I'm sure y'all can come through with the numbers so I can win. So thank you guys for all of the support that you guys have been giving me all day. There are so many people. I just got to tell y'all, when you're humble, and when you're likable, and when you have a good rapport with just about everybody, and you're unproblematic, people will support. There's so many different content creators that's supporting me and Jamar. So many people supporting us. So many people that wants to see us win. So many people that, want to see us succeed. There's so many people. And I cannot stress it enough. I just want to thank everybody that's been voting today and who will continue to vote for the rest of the month. Because like I said, we got a whole month to get this right. And I got my suit. Jamar for to get his little... Jamar give a little drag. So, sometimes. So Jamar already showed me the dress that he want to get made. We're going to be matching. We're going to have the same colors on. Okay. So be ready for that. Okay. Period. So, but I'll talk more about that on my 40K live. So we're going to go ahead to the next person. And that's just Danny. Now, what you got to say about what we're talking about tonight? First of all, hello. How are you doing?
Hi. So happy birthday, first of all.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, not y'all giving me early birthdays. I'm not that excited. I'm
Yes.
34, but whatever. I'm still here.
I just turned 34 last week, so Aquarius gang. But anyway, so first Carlos. Let me get to Carlos first because I feel like he's a hypocrite, like everybody else said. He contradicts himself. Because Love and Marriage Huntsville been trash. They've been having the same argument on there for the last 3 seasons, and we stopped watching 4 seasons ago. They riding on Melody Coates' and her storyline been dead. It's just the whole thing need to be just revamped. Anyway, while he giving somebody else advice, he need to go revamp his show. Robyn, we was rooting for you. I feel like Tyra Banks. We were rooting for you, Robyn. The first season when she only had $20 in her bank account and they was living in that apartment, we was rooting for them. We was rooting for Robyn. But this she does need to be fired. I think that was very trash of her to sit this whole season knowing she had this storyline, and all she did was ride on this fake marriage, trying on them tacky dresses when you supposed to be getting married on the beach in the middle of the night or something. I don't know. It just, I think she needs to be fired. I think she really needs to be fired. I don't like how she played in everybody's face. And I wonder what these new fans that she came out with out of the woodworks last week. I wonder what they really feel about that, because that's disrespectful to any fan she had as well. The whole season you get paid and we watch you and you bring nothing, nothing. And that was the whole storyline you were sitting on right there. I don't
Right.
understand. I don't understand why you want to play to be married and it's not even cute. It's not even cute. Why I wouldn't want that to be my storyline. That I'm just holding on to this man who only with me until my kids are old enough to leave the house. I don't understand. You just need to let that go. I think that would have been a better storyline if her and Giselle would have got together and talked about Wall Warren's mistresses. I mean, that would have been a better
And not
storyline than
even
whatever
that. They could have talked
this fake
about,
wedding.
and not even that, they could have talked about the Warren stuff. They could have talked about Giselle and her fibroids. They could have talked about a lot.
Yeah, and Giselle has no storyline, and I heard she's been going through these fibroids for a while, so that could have been your storyline. You an older woman going through fibroids and the changes of life. I mean, that's something a lot of people can relate to. Why she's so busy calling Karen old, she going through stuff herself. I'm
Period.
just saying.
Okay.
But that's all I wanted. I don't want to hold you up. Let everybody else come in. Anyway, happy birthday, and I hope you win the Boss Babe Awards. Congratulations.
Thank you. All right, we got two more. Well, after this caller I'm about to take, we got one more, and then we're out of here, okay? And that's Naughty. Is it right? Naughty Love. I hope that I'm saying it right.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you good.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was going to go outside, but the children is out there. I'm in my studio. Okay. 3 things really quickly.
Okay.
1, love you. You my babes. As you can see, I got a wrench because I be here trying to help out, making sure these people don't be acting no fool with you. 2, I did not hear shit about the Carlos thing. I popped on and I said this was happening. Never did a live. So I just want to come on and say my thing about Robyn and them.
Mhm.
3, I feel like if you watch The Real Housewives of Miami, Lisa is going through a crazy, shitty divorce. Like,
She is.
crazy shitty. And she's the victim of her season. Now she can go and she can date whoever she want to date because we've all seen this. We see how bad it was. We see how crazy it was. She can do whatever she want to do. If Robyn would have took that same approach, she really would have. It would be no qualms. You could use what's going on with the school. You could use what's going on with the girl. All the other things. Some cussing you out. She really could have been really playing into this victim card, and they could have made the whole season about her. She could have ran this season, but she didn't. She tried to hide it. Tried to do all these things. Tried to kiki and sidestep and pussy pop, all these other things, so that she couldn't do like this. She really could have had at least a season, but instead she decided to be a goofy, and now everybody wants her gone because she don't know how to act. Ridiculous, but hey, that's why they need somebody. Need one of us down to the Real Housewives, because I'm ready to cuss everybody out there to the show.
I swear I am. They let them get away with too much.
They do. That's all I want to say. Sending you love. I'll try to come hop on.
Hold on, wait a minute. Do you have an Instagram?
I do. I follow you on Instagram.
Can you DM me so I can add you to the mod group? Because I have a group with all my mods. Well, not all of them, because I got way too many, but I got a group with most of my mods in there, and I want to add you to it because I didn't know you had an Instagram.
Oh, wonderful! Yeah, of course.
Yeah, just hit me up in the DMs like right now so I can add you to it.
I got you. I'm gonna do it now.
All right, thank you.
No problem, babe. Love you.
Love you. Bye bye. And now we got one more call. I'm tripping out already. Once old lady is the last caller. What's going on?
Well, hello, Scotty.
What's going on?
This Andrea, actually.
Yeah, I know who it is.
But first of all, the Boss Babe, I was in the mod group this morning. I seen it, but I had to go to work. So as soon as we get off of here, I'm going to vote.
Okay, thank you.
Of course. Nothing but love and support over here for me to you. and Scotty Gang and everything. Now, the only thing I have left to even speak on about this whole situation is, has Bravo Andy said anything yet? Because like I said, I've been at work. I haven't been able to look.
He hasn't said nothing.
Okay. So Carlos, I love Carlos King. I really, really do. He's a great producer, executive producer. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the only show I still really follow is Bell Collective.
Oh,
I love everything about the Mississippi vibe of it all because I'm from Louisiana. So I love all of the Mississippi vibes that they give. I haven't watched Love and Marriage Huntsville since probably season 2, but I get all the reviews from y'all, from you like Bondi and Jamie and stuff like that. And then I get the clips. That show's trash to me. Miss Wanda's trash to me. Tisha, Destiny, all of them garbage can, garbage pail kids. And then Love and Marriage DC, I hear this season is better than the first season because the first season was like they were trying to focus so much on Monique and it gave her a bad look. I couldn't even watch after the 3rd episode.
Definitely.
So with him critiquing, it's like he interviews more Bravo celebrities than people of his own show.
Mm-hmm.
And if they were really that interesting, why are you not interviewing them? If your shows are that big, like why aren't you interviewing them more? So with that being said, that's all I really had to say. I'm just sick and tired of this whole Robyn, old lady bull crap. I'm so done with it because it's obvious that at first I was like, yeah, fire her. But just like one of the callers before said, about 3 callers before had said, I would like to see them bring her back in whatever capacity they bring her back in, just so they can hold their feet to the fire. Because Andy ain't doing it. The Bravo, NBC Universal's not doing it. They let Giselle be the face of the show when she don't have nothing going on. Yeah. And Robyn riding Giselle's coattails when really Robyn could be the face because Robyn got more going on in her life than Giselle.
Yeah, because Giselle ain't got nothing going on.
Nothing at all. But I just wanted to say love you. We're gonna make sure you get both of these Boss Babe awards. I already voted with Chef Don Don. And everybody in the chat, y'all make sure y'all go and vote. Like, I know that was too feisty that was talking.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Y'all go ahead and vote. Cast your votes. Also, like the video. Like, share. Hit the notification bell so you can get all the notifications. Make sure when you hit the notification bell, though, it's black. That's how you get all the notifications. Other than that, you might miss some. But love you guys. Love you, Scotty. Love everybody in the chat. Scotty gang. And I'll be back for the 40K video.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, you guys, and that was it for today's Yes for the Mess. Okay, we've had 2 so far. We had 1 Yes for the Mess earlier where Ebony K. Williams called out Nene Leakes as well as Shekinah Joe quitting Love in Hip Hop after being attacked by Lyrica Weak Fist Anderson. And today, and also this was the second Yes for the Mess where we're talking about Carlos King reading down Robyn Dixon and the Real Housewives of Potomac cast. So that's it for Yes for the Mess for today. Later on tonight around 10:15 p.m. Eastern time, there will be another live that is a very special live. I don't expect that many people to be in there because we ain't gonna be talking about nothing but me and me only because it's a 40K. We're celebrating me hitting 40K. That's a milestone. And now we got another milestone, which is 50K. We got to hit 50K before the year's over with. That's what I'm trying to do, honey. Okay. 50K. That's what I'm trying to get to now. Okay. So we're going to be talking a little bit. I don't know if it's going to be a call in or not. I have not made up my mind on that yet. I don't really want to be up there that long, but because the live is already going to be a little bit late anyway. So that's why I'm not really sure about it being a call in. I haven't made up my mind. I don't really want to be up there for no more than an hour, honestly, but we'll see. We'll see. But however, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, make sure you guys are voting. The voting The ballots are now open. Boss Babe YouTuber of the Year, myself. Boss Babe Podcast of the Year, me and Jamar. Okay, like I said, I really appreciate all of you guys for the support that you guys have been giving me and Jamar. Okay, because if I win, he wins too. And if we win Podcast of the Year, hell, we both win at the same damn time. Okay, so thank you guys. There's a lot of great people that's nominated, alongside us. You know, we got the Wiley Show. He's also nominated for YouTuber of the Year. Let's see. TTB is also nominated for Podcast of the Year. And there's another YouTuber by the name of Conscious Lee. He's also nominated for YouTuber of the Year. There's a lot of great people. Make sure you guys not only vote for me, but also not only you vote for me and Jamar, but also vote for Tramiel, vote for the Chasing people. Like, all my peoples are nominated for something. So, this is a great thing. Nothing but excellence, just complete excellence. So the link is out there. The link is on my community wall as well. We had over 600 people, and I really appreciate you guys. Okay, and the last thing that I'm going to say is, we always do our closing thing. I'm trying to see. This is why I hate I like old school mouses. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, this be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope my mic was good, because I'm trying to get used to this new mic. I really hope you guys are enjoying the new mic, because I just feel so professional with this new ass mic. You just gotta understand it. But however, be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, click on that notification bell so you can be notified when the video drops. And also, if you want to follow me on social media, my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok is all at the bottom of the screen, and so is the Boss Babe link. Is also down in the description box as well. Okay, and also Catherine's website for her weed lemonade, weed brownies, edibles, whatever it is she got. There's her website right there in the chat. So make sure you guys support our very own Catherine Alexander, because she is a part of the Scotty gang, just like the rest of y'all. So we all support each other over here. So with that being said, you guys, your boy is up out of here. Until next time, we out of here. And I have to say this before I go. Rest in peace to my girl, my friend, my big sis, my everything, Danita Rashawn. She was also a moderator for me as well, and I miss her every day. Like every time I turn around, I think of Danita. Every time I pick up the phone, I want to call her, but I know that I can't. But I know that she's watching over me, and I know that she's proud of me, and I know that she's out there voting up a storm in heaven, trying to get me to win these awards. So thank you, everybody, and rest in peace to Danita. I'm out of here, y'all. Until next time. Bye.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Tramiel. I just wanted to say that I have a new project that's out. It's called Mixed Feelings. It's on all streaming platforms. I would hope that you would go and check it out. It's a really good feel of an album. It's got everything you need and more. It's got R&B, it's got a little bit of pop, it's got a little bit of hip hop. It's everything that you need and more. It's out all streaming platforms, like I said. Please check me out, and you can also follow me at IAM_Tramiel. That's IAM_TRAMEL. Check me out. Hope to hear from you.